That is what the stewpot said to the fly. Have you no shame at your age, licking my bottom? But she was tickled just the same.
The school teacher is full of stories this morning. And now, if the lesson is over, may I have the pail?
No, I have told you not to carry note in here. But you are as stubborn as an illiterate goat. It is bad for the spine, and it shortens your neck, so that very soon you'll have no neck at all. Do you wish to look squashed like my pupils' drawings?
Why should that bother you? Yesterday, dragging your feet in the dust, you said, "See, if ever you were crooked or fat and your skin was scaly like a..."
Stop!
I only repeat what you said.
Yes, and I will stand by every word I speak. But must you throw it in a that account? Sidney, this will warn you. Only spiders can laws the way you do.
Well, it is my neck, not your spider.
And look at that. Who was it talked of shame just now? How often must I tell you, CD, that a grown-up girl must cover up her shoulders? I can see quite a good portion of that, and so I imagine in every man in the village. Idlers, all of them good for nothing, shameless men, casting their lustful eyes when they have no business.
Is it you, Lukunle, telling me that I make myself come at all, when the whole world knows of the madman of Elajunle who calls himself the school teacher? Is it CD who makes the men choke in their cups? Or you with your big loud words of no meaning, dragging your rugged feet through every threshold as curses greet you instead of welcome? Is it CD they call a fool? Even the children? Or you with your fine ears and little sense?
For that, what is a jewel to pigs? If now I am misunderstood by you and your race of savages, I rise above taunts and remain the rough.
You really make me want to poke your brain out.
A natural feeling arising out of envy. For as a woman, you have a smaller brain than mine.
Give me the pail now, and if you ever dare to stop me in the streets again,
No, see. Please don't be angry with me. I didn't mean you in particular. And anyways, it isn't what I see. The scientists have proved it. Women have smaller brain than men. That's why they call it the weaker sex.
The weaker sex? Is it the weaker sex who bends all day, pound it down and climb it until the chance stops on my back?
That is all part of what I see. But don't you worry. In a year or two, you'll have machines which will do your plumbing, which will grind your pepper without it getting in your eyes.
Oh, you really mean to turn the whole world upside down?
The world? Maybe later. Charity, they say, begins at home. But for now, it is this town I shall turn inside out. Beginning with that crafty rogue, your past master of self-indulgence, Baroque.
Are you still going on about the ballet? What has he done to you?
You'll find out. Soon enough I'll let him know.
These thoughts of future wonders, do you buy them or merely go mad and dream of them?
A prophet has honor except to his own home. Wise men have been called mad before me and after. Many more shall be so abused. But to answer you, the measure is not entirely of my own kind. What I boast is known in Lagos, that city of magic in Badri, where sorrow women bathe in gold, even in smaller towns less than 12 miles from here.
Well, go there. Go to these places where women would understand you if you told them of your plans with which you oppress me daily. Do you not know what name they call you here? Have you lost shame completely that jeers pass you over?
No, I have told you no. Shame belongs only to the ignorant.
Well, I am going. Shall I take the pain or not?
Not till you swear to marry. Sidney, a man must be great to fight him, but it helps if he has a woman. A woman to stand by him. One who can understand, like you.
I do?
See, my love will open your mind like the chastens in the morning when the sun first touches.
I've had enough of that nonsense yesterday. If you start with it again, I will run away.
Nonsense? Nonsense? Do you hear? Does anybody listen? Can the stones bear to listen to this? Sidney, do you call it nonsense that I pour the waters of my soul to wash your feet?
You did what?
Wesley, Sidney, my heart burst into flowers of my own dying love. But you in the scorn of this village, trampled through the feet of ignorance.
If the snail finds splinters in his shell, he changes house. Why do you stay?
Faith. Because I have faith. Swear, Sidney. Swear you'll be my wife, and I will stand against the earth, the heaven, and the nine hells.
Now there you go again. One little thing and you chew up like a cockatoo. You talk, and deafen me with words which always sound the same and make no meaning. I've told you before, and I shall say it again. I shall marry you today, next week, or any day you name. But my bride price is first paid. Oh, so now you turn away. But I tell you, Lukuli, I must have the full bride price. Will you make me a laughing stock? Well, do as you please, but Sidi will not make herself a cheap bowl for the village.
On my head let fall their scorn.
They will say that I was no virgin, that I was forced to sell my shame and marry you without a price.
A savage custom, barbaric, outdated, rejected, denounced, accursed, excommunicated, archaic, retrogressive, unspeakable.
It's the bag empty. Why did you stop?
I own only the short companion dictionary. I've ordered a longer one. You wait.
Just pay the price.
Ignorant, ignominious, shaming our heritage before the world. CD, to fetching the pirate, to bring 4 children by the coast.
Heavens forgive you. Do you know scorn childbearing in a life?
Of course I do not. CD, I want to wed because I love. And the man shall take the woman, and the two shall be together as one flesh. CD, I seek a friend in need, an equal part in my race of life.
Then pay the price.
Ignorant girl, can you not understand? To pay the price would be to buy a heifer off the market stall. You be my chattel, my mere property. CD, when we are wed, we will not sit or walk, tethered as it were to my dirty heels. We shall sit at table and dine, and eat with knives and forks and breakable plates like civilized beings. No wife of mine, no lawful wife of mine shall eat the leavings off my food. That is for the children. I want to walk beside you in the street, side by side, arm in arm, just like the latest couples I've seen. High heels for the lady, red paint in her lips, and hair stretched like a magazine. I'll teach you the walls. And we both learn the foxtrot. We'll spend weekends in nightclubs at Ibden. Oh, I must show you the grandeurs of towns. We live there if you like, or merely pay visits. So choose. Be a modern wife. Look me in the eye and give me a kiss like this.
Told you I dislike this strange, unhealthy mountain you perform. Every time you make me think that you merely wish to whisper something in my ears, then comes this licking of my lips with yours. It's so unclean, and the sound you make. Are you being rude to me?
It's never any use. Bush girl you are, bush girl you love. Uncivilized and primitive bush girl. I kissed you as all educated men and Christians kiss their wives. It's a way of civilized romance.
A way you need to avoid the lawful bride price. A cheating way. Me and mystery.
It is not! Romance is the sweetening of the soul, a fragrance offered by the stricken heart.
Away with you. The village says you're a madman, and I begin to understand. I wonder that they let you teach the school. You and your talk. You're ruining your pupils and then the utter madness just like you. He's coming. The villagers are coming. Give me the music of their cheer. He's coming. He's coming. The stranger comes again. He's coming. He's coming. The stranger comes again. He's coming. He's coming. The stranger comes again.
Sidi, he has returned. He came back just as he said he would.
Who has? Who has?
The stranger, the man from the outside world, the clown who fell in the river for you.
The one who rode on the devil's own horse?
Yes, the same. The stranger with the one-eyed book.
And he brought his new horse right into the village square this time. This one has 2 legs. You should have seen him. And has he brought
The images, he brought them all. There was hardly any part of the village which does not show in the book.
the book? Had you guys seen the book? Beauty beyond dreams of the goddess, for so he said. The book which would announce this beauty to the world. Have you seen it?
Yes, he did. Ballet is still feasting his eyes on the images. Oh, Sidi, is right. You are beautiful. On the cover of the book is an image of you from here to here. And in the middle leaf, from one end of the leaf straight across the end of another, is an image of you from head to toe. Do you remember? It's the one from which you made you stretch your arms toward the sun. Is it at that moment the sun himself had been your lover?
Akbar is jealous, but he pretends to be proud of you. And when this man tells him how famous you are in the capital, he pretends to be pleased, saying how much honor and fame you've brought to the village.
Is Baruka's image not in the book at all?
Yes, it is. But it would have been better for the ballet if he had been omitted altogether. His image is in a little corner somewhere in the book. And even that corner, he shares with one of the village latrines.
Swear, ask Ogun to strike you dead.
Ogun, strike me dead if I lie.
If that is true, then I am more esteemed than the ballet, the lion of Elajule, the fox of the underworld, the living god among men.
And the devil among women.
You are merely filled with spite.
This is divine justice that a mere woman should outstrip him in the end.
I said be quiet or I'll never speak to you again. In fact, I'm not even sure I want to wed you anymore. Well, why should I? Known as I am to the world, it would demean my work to marry a mere village school teacher. And one who is too mean to pay the bride price. Well, don't you know? I am more esteemed than the ballet now. The panther of the trees. He is beneath me now. Your fearless scourge, your break of womanhood. But he shares the corner of the magazine even with a dog latching. While how many leaves did my image stay? 2 and 11. Let the teacher man here answer. How many leaves, teacher man?
3 leaves.
That's right. 1 leaf for every heart I break. Beware. Hooray! I'm beautiful! Hooray! I'm straight! Let's play the dance of the lost traveler. Yes, let's! Who will do the devil's own horse? You, and you. A snake, a python. Your eyes are shifty and your ways are sly. You do it. We've got to have the beam from the mad out to work. Who can do the walks of drum? You. I'm sure you've never felt the burning naked to your milky face. No, you probably never know. I know. Why don't you do it, bookworm?
No, I've never been drunk in all my life.
I know you haven't, but your father drank so much, he must have drank your share and that of his grandson.
I won't take part.
You must.
It's time to take primary 4 in geography.
What? Your pupils are not in school. The stranger has returned. The village is on holiday. Yes.
I won't take part. This fool bores me. I have work of more importance.
You dress like him, you look like him, you speak his tongue. You think like him, you just as clumsy in your neighbor's ways. You do for him, you do for him. You do for him, you do for him. You dress like him, you look like him, you speak his tongue. You think like him, you just as clumsy in your neighbor's ways. You do for him, you do for him. You do for him, you do for him. You dress like him, you look like him, you speak his tongue. You think like him, you just as clumsy in your neighbor's ways. You do for him, you do for him. You do for him, you do for him. You dress like him, you look like him, you speak his tongue. You think like him, you just as clumsy in your neighbor's ways. You do for him, you do for him. You do for him, you do for him. You think like him, you just as clumsy in your neighbor's ways. You do for him, you do for him. You do for him, you do for him.
Come now, let's get it over. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. That is all we get from Alakowe. You call at his house, hoping he sends for bed. But all you get is gulumoni. The gulumoni got my throat. Well, a man of knowledge. I hope you have no query for an old man today.
No complaints, sir.
And we are not feuding in a matter I have forgotten, eh?
Feuding, sir? I see no cause at all.
Well, the play was much alive until I came. And you were leaving us. Now everything stops. After all, I knew the story well, and I came in on cue. It makes me feel as if I was Chief Basiji.
No, one hardly thinks the ballet would have the time for such childish nonsense.
Without these things you call nonsense, a ballet's life would be pretty dull. But now that you say I am welcome, shall we resume our play? Seize him!
What for? What have I done?
You tried to steal the village legend. Have you forgotten? Seven is slapped to awaken his brain. And where would the village be, robbed of such wisdom that Mr. Lapunle dispenses daily? Eh, Mr. Lapunle?
Who comes with me to find a man?
Me.
You see, Lapunle, we need your brains after all, teacher man.
Yes.
'It is 5 full months since I last took a wife. 5 full months.
Full months, no new wife? 5 full months, no new wife? 5 full months and no new wife?
Esther, those some fabled perfections, from Genesis to the Revelations. Listen not to the voice of this infidel.
Now there you go again giving me funny names you make up in your wretched books. My name is Sidi, now let me be. My name is Sidi and I am beautiful. The stranger took my beauty and placed it in my hands. Here it is. I need no funny names to tell me of my fame. Loveliness beyond the jewels of a trophy. Hey, that's what he said.
Well, will you be Papa's own jewel? Will you be his sweetest princess, soothing him on bearing arms? What answer shall I give my lord?
Sidiku of the hunter, head of the lion's wives, you make no prey of Sidi with your wooing tongue. Not this Sidi, whose fame has spread to Lagos and far beyond.
Sidi, have you considered what a life of bliss awaits you? Baroka swears to take no other life after you. Do you know what it means to be the ballet's last wife? I'll tell you. When Baroka dies, and that should not be long, even the lion has to die sometime. Well, when it does, it means that you will have the honor of being the senior wife of the new ballet. Just think, until Baroka dies, you
No more living in the outhouses for you, my girl. Your place shall always be in the palace. First as the latest bride, and afterwards as the head of the new harem. It is a rich life, Sidi. I know. I have been in that position for 41 years.
Waste your breath. Why did Baruch not request my hand before the stranger brought this book of images and placed it in my hand? Why did the lion not bestow his gift before my face was lauded to the world? Can you not see? Because he sees my word, increase and multiply above his own. Because he can already hear the ballad makers and their songs in praise of Sidi, the incomparable, while the lion is forgotten. He seeks to have me as his property, where I must fade beneath his jealous moon. The teacher man here has taught me certain things, and my images have taught me all the rest. Cornelious seeks to raise his manhood above me. He seeks to be the man who possessed the jewel of Elijah.
Hey, but Sidi, are you well? Such nonsense never passed your lips before. Did you not sound strange, even in your own hearing? Is this your doing, Popinje? Have you driven the poor girl mad at last? Such rubbish! I shall beat your head on it!
Keep away from me, old hag.
Tell your Lord that I have none of him. Look, he's old. I never knew till now he was that old. To think, no man ever took no notice of my velvet skin, how smooth it is. And no man ever thought to praise the fullness of my voice.
Well, Sidi, I did think, but somehow it was not the proper thing.
See, I hold him to the warm caress of a desire to kill his son. There's a deceitful message in my eyes, beckoning insatiate men to serve him. And teeth that flash the sign of happiness, evenly beaming and full of light. Be just. Compare your Lord's image to mine. An age difference. See how the water glistens on my face, like a dew moistened leaves on Harmatime morning. But his face is like a leather piece, torn rudely from the saddle of a horse, sprinkled with musty ashes from a pipe that is long over smoke, and this is like goat tuff, which I once thought was manly. It is like scattered twigs of grass, not even green, but charred and lifeless after a fire, forest fire. I am young and brilliant. He is spent. I am the twinkle of a jewel, and he is the hinds quarters of a lion.
May Shango restore your rights. For most surely some angry goddess take composition of you. Hey, you're writing this clean out of mind. My lord says that if you will not be his wife, will you at least come to his house for supper tonight? There is a small feast in your honor. He wishes to tell you how happy he is that the great capital city has done so much honor to a daughter of a Lunja. You have brought great fame to your people.
Do you think I was only born yesterday? The tales of Urupa, I know all. Tell your lord that Sidi does not sup with married men.
They are lies! Lies! Must you believe everything you hear? Sidi, would I deceive you? I swear to you.
Can you deny that every woman who has supped with him at one point or the other becomes his wife or concubine the next?
Is it for nothing he's called the fox?
You! Stay out of this! Or so shall more man
His wildness is known even in the larger towns. Did you never hear of how he foiled the public works attempt to build a railway through Illinois?
Nobody knows the truth of that. That is all hearsay!
I love hearsays, Nicola. Tell me more.
Well, sit down and listen. My father told me before he died. A few men love this tree. Oh, he's a die-hard rogue sworn against our progress. It was somewhere here. The track should be laid just along the outskirts. The workers came. In fact, it was prisoners who were brought to do the hardest part, to break the jungle's back. They marked the routes with stakes. They went through the jungle and began the tracks. Trade, progress, success, civilization, fame, international conspicuosity. It was all within the grasp of Illijunle. Securing fast his horse and his dogs, his wives and all his concubines. All those concubines. Baroka has such a selective eye. None suits him but the best. I sometimes wish I led his kind of life. Such luscious bosoms make his night to the pillow. He must keep a timetable just as I do at school. Only way to ensure fair play. He must be healthy to keep going as he does. I do not know what the women see in him. His eyes are small and always red with wine. He must possess some sort of secret. No, I do not envy him. Just the one woman fool. Alone I stand for progress with Sidi, my chosen soulmate. The one woman for me. Sidi! Sidi! Sidi, where are you? Sidi!
Somewhat over-gentle with the pull, as if you fear to hurt the panther of the trees. Be sharp and sweet, like the sting of a vicious wasp, for therein the pleasure lies, the cooling aftermath. You have no time. Tonight I plan to take another wife, and the honor of this task belongs by right to my latest choice. But, now that was sharp, eh? It had the scorpion sting, without the southern poison, without the poison. It was sweet, eh? It was an angry fool. You tried to hurt, but I had made you wrathful with my boast. And now your anger flows through my bloodstream. How sweet it is, eh? Oh, no, that was sweeter still. You know, I think I shall make you the sole outpuller of my sweat-bed hairs. Hey! Now that was an angry fool. Vengeful creature. You did not caress the area of extraction long enough. Ah, here comes Sadiko. Do you bring some balm to soothe the smart part of my misused outfit? Away. Away, you enemy. Away.
My lord.
You have my lips to speak. What did she say?
She will not know. I tried my best, but she will have none of it.
It follows a pattern. A firm refusal at the start. Why will she not?
That is the strange part of it. She says you are much too old. I think that she is overwhelmed. All this excitement of the books has been too much for her.
She says that I am old. That I am not too old. Did a slight unripened girl say this of me?
My lord, I heard the critical words with my ears and told the world was mad.
But is it possible, Sadiko? Is it right? Did I not at the Festival of Rain defeat the men in the long tossing match? Eh? Do I not be the most fearless ones? Hunt the leopard and the boa at night and save the farmer's goats of further harm? And she says that I am old? Eh? Do I not to unlock the Halamata? Climb to the top of the silk cotton tree, break the first pots, and scatter the seeds to the four winds. And this was yesterday? Sadiko, do any of my wives report a failing in my manliness? The strongest of them all still wear it long before Baroka does. And so would she. And then the briefest chance to teach this unfledged brethren that lacks the wisdom to embrace the rich mustiness of age. If only... Come hither. Soothe me, Sadiko. For I am wrought at heart. I am wrought at heart, eh? That is good. That is very good. Perhaps it is as well.
What did you say?
Yes, my faithful one. I say it is as well. The scorns, the laughter, the tears would have been bitter had she consented and my purpose failed. I would have sunk with shame.
My lord, I do not understand.
The time has come when I can fool myself no more. I am no man, Sadiko. My marriage ended me a week ago.
The gods forbid!
I wanted to see you because I still hope. A foolish thought, I know. But still I hope that with a virgin, young and hot within, my failing strength would rise and save my pride. A waste of hope, I know. But it is a human failing never to admit the worst. And so I pandered to my vanity. When manhood must returns, the well of living can't be beyond its depth. It runs dry. I am a wasteland in the end. The joy of ballad mongers, the eighth part of youth ribaldry, I have told this to no one but you. You who are my faithful and eldest wife. But if you dare collect my shame to the world, how irritable I have grown of late. Such doubts to harbor of your loyalty. But this disaster is too much for one. Check us as upon the prime of youth, that blessed me from my birth number, a meager 62. While my grandfather, that man of thick, father 2 sons late on 65. While my father Okiki, he beat them all, producing female twins at 67. While then Mosai, descendants of these lions, forswear my wives at a meager 62. My manhood gone. The well of strength run dry. Shango forbid. Shango forbid. These weary feet have felt the loving hands of much designing women. My souls have felt the heaviness of clumsy gorilla paws. They have borne the tininess of tiny dainty hands, toy-like hands, tantalize my eager senses, promise of years to come, remaining unfulfilled. The fingers too flail and light to pierce the incredible thickness of my soles. But thou, Sidiku, thou plain and unadorned hands, encase a sweet sensuality which age does not destroy. Oh yeah, without a doubt, Sidiku, thou art the queen of them all. Thou art the queen of them all, Sidiku.
Oh yeah, queen of them all.
Oh yeah,
queen of them all. Oh yeah, queen of them all. Oh yeah, queen of them all. Oh yeah, queen of them all. Oh yeah, queen of them all. Oh yeah, queen of them all. Oh yeah, queen of them all. Oh yeah, queen of them all.
Like the foolish talk, you think the world revolves
until nothing is left but a grunty or stick. I scotched to Kiki. Sadiku's unopened treasure house demanded sacrifice. And a Kiki came with his rusted key. Like a snake, he came at me. Like a rag, he went back. A limp rag. Smeared in shame. Take warning, my masters. We'll scotch you in the end. Take warning, my masters. We'll scotch you in the end. Take warning, my masters. It is you, my daughter. You should have chosen a better time than to scare me to death. The hour of victory is no time for anyone to die.
Why? What battle have we won?
Not me alone, girl. You too. Every woman. Oh, my daughter, that I have lived to see this day. To see him fizzle with the draggest puff of a Miss Prime Sakabula. Take warning, my...
Wait, I cannot understand.
You will, my girl. You will. Take warning, my Matiku.
Are you well?
Ask no questions, my girl. Just join me in my victory dance. Oh, Shango, my lord, which of you possess the lightning that run like fire through that lion's tail?
Sadiku, stop your loose ranting. You will not move from here until you make some sense.
Oh, this one is troublesome. Do you promise to tell no one?
I swear. No, tell me quickly. Oh, Sadiku, but if he knew that, then why did he... Some hope for women indeed. Oh, Sadiku, I'm suddenly glad to be woman. Hurrah for womankind. We won! We won! Oh!
Take warning, my masters. We'll scotch you in the end. Take warning, my masters. We'll scotch you in the end. Take warning, my masters.
The
We'll scotch
forenoon
you
is not yet, but the women cannot wait. They must go mad without it.
The scarecrow is here. Be gone, folk. This is the world of women. At this moment, our star sits in the center of the sky. We are supreme. What is more, we are about to perform a ritual. If you remain, we will chop you up. We will make you the sacrifice.
What is the hard gathering?
You less than man. You less than me. Littlest woman. I said be gone.
I will not prove that I am a man, as you will find out if you dare to lay a hand on me.
You? A man? If Baraka is more man than you, and Baraka is no longer a man, then what are you? Come on, dear girl. Let him watch if he wishes. After all, only men are barred from watching this ceremony. Take warning, my masters. He'll scotch you in.
Wait, such an idea is running in my head. Who led me to the palace for the supper he promised me? What a way to mock the devil. No need to change my answer and consent to be his wife. But I shall ask for a month to think on it.
Baraka is no child, you know. He will not have betrayed you.
Leave it to me, Sadiku. How I long to see him thwarted, to watch his fingers rushing to loosen his trousers cord.
You will have to match the fox's cunning.
Leave it to me.
Hold him, my child. Torment him until he weeps for shame.
Leave it to me. We will never suspect you of deceit.
Yorua! Yorua! Shall I come with you?
Please forget we have not seen each other. That will not be right.
Away then! Away, my child. Sadiku how the no man is. Away, my lovely child.
No, silly, don't. If you care one bit for what I feel, do not go to torment the man. Suppose he knows you've come to jail, and you will know if he's not a fool, a savage king, a degenerate. He would beat a helpless girl if he could.
Kaka, school teacher, wait here for me.
Foolish girl! And this is all your work! Must every word echo to you? As surely as the final drops of mother's milk ooze from your flattened breast generations ago?
Watch your tongue, unformed creature!
If any harm befalls
Woman! Though she is, she can take better care of herself than you can of her. Fancy a thing like you! Wanted a girl like that all to your little self. Oba Allah is an accommodating girl. What a poor figure you put.
I wouldn't demean myself to bandy words with a woman of the bush.
At this moment, your betrothed is supping with Delilah.
Well, we're not really betrothed as yet. She isn't promised, but it will come in time. I'm sure.
The bride price! Is that paid?
Mind your own business.
Why don't you do like other men? Take a farm for a season. One harvest should be enough to pay the price, even for a girl like Sydney. Or will the smell of the wet soil be too much for your delicate nostrils?
I said mind your own business.
Aha! So it's true what they say then. You plan to convert the whole village so that no one will pay the bride price again. You're a clever man. I must admit, it is a good way for getting out of it. But don't you think you'd spend less time and energy than you would if
Within a year or two, I swear, this town shall see transformation. Bride price will be a thing of the past, and wives shall take the place by men. A motor road will pass this spot and bring the city waste to us. We'll buy saucepans for all the women. Clay pots are crude and unhygienic. No man shall take more wives than one. That's why they're impotent too soon. The ruler shall ride in cars, not horses or a bicycle at the very least. We'll burn the forest to cut the trees, then plant a modern park for lovers. We'll print newspapers daily with pictures of seductive girls. The world will judge our progress by the girls who win beauty contests. While Lagos builds new factories daily, we only play island gossip. Where is our school of ballroom dancing? Who here can throw a cocktail party? We must be modern with the rest, or live forgotten by the world. We must reject the palm wine habit and take to tea with milk and sugar. This is my plan, and I shall start by teaching you. From now on, you shall attend my school and take your place with 12-year-olds. But though you nearly 17, your mind is simple and unformed. Have you no shame at your age? You neither read, nor write, nor think. You spend your days seeing your wife collecting brides in Morocco. And now because you sucked him dry, you send my feet to his shame.
Sadiku not at home then. I say, is Sadiku not at home?
I saw no one though.
No one? You mean there was no one there to bar unwanted strangers from our privacy?
The house seemed empty.
I forget. This is the price I pay once every week for progress. Prompted by the school teacher, my servants were prevailed upon to form something they call the Palace Workers Union. And in keeping with the customs I am told of modern times, this is their day off, eh?
Is this also the day of wine?
No, the madness has not reached them as yet. Did you not meet with one of them?
There was no one about.
Not even allowed to my favorite? Was she not at the usual spot beside the door?
Her slippers are staring at. I saw the shawl she was embroidering.
Then I know where she be. In a dark corner, sulking like a slighted cockroach. Go and see if she has left a shawl behind.
There is a black shawl on the stool.
Yeah. Then she'll be back later tonight. I hope my words were harsh enough to free me from her wife or a week or more.
Did Alato offend her husband?
Offend? My armpit still needs blood from the blows I used. I suffered from the one I call my favorite.
Oh, is that all?
Is that not enough? Eh? And remember, eh, if I lose this little wrestling match, my armpit still needs blood, eh? 10 by 10. And this is a well-kept household. Nothing but Locust household. My wife was not disrespectful to me, eh? What more can I say? Such a despite of women.
I have come, Ballet, as a repentant child.
What?
The answer to which I sent to the ballet was one given in a thoughtless moment.
Answer to what?
A message brought by
Will you say that again? Is it true that for supper, I didn't require company? And up to now, Siddiq was brought no reply.
Did Baruch not did the ballet?
What did Baruch not say?
Nothing, ballet. I only hope that I'm here at the ballet's invitation.
I understand. You took offense because you came in unannounced.
I remember that the ballet called me an unwanted stranger.
But that could be expected, eh? Is a man's bedroom a place to be made naked to any flea that chances to wander through? You are too quick to feel aggrieved. Of course you are more than welcome. Come in. I only expected Alatu to tell me you were here. Sit yourself, eh? I allow no one to see my daily exercise. But as the saying goes, a woman gets lost in the woods one day, and the next, the wood deity dies.
I think he will.
Is that a wish, my daughter?
No. But if the paradise are tumbled like
When the child is full of riddles, the mother has one waterfall, the less.
I still think he will.
Of course he must. Would it profit me to pit my strength against a weakling? Only yesterday, this son of a python from a mother and fathered beyond dog by a blubber-bottom baboon. Only yesterday, he nearly plowed my tongue with my front teeth in a friendly wrestling match.
Did it hurt?
Not yet. But as I was saying, I changed my wrestlers when I learned to throw them, and I changed my wife when I have learned to tire them.
A woman spoke to me. Is this another change in time for the ballet?
Who knows? Unless the insect has spread the death, no one can tell who has released its balance. Eh?
A woman spoke to me this afternoon.
Then I rejoice with you. Eh? And does he find it strange that a woman sleeps with her in the afternoon?
No. She had the message of a go-between.
Then I rejoice with you again. And then, I can think of many men who can build a loft to fit your height.
Her message came from one with many loves.
Such are the greeds of men.
If Baruch were my father, which many would think he would he pay my dowry to the man or give his blessing?
But first I must know his character. Is the man rich?
Rumor has it.
Is he repulsive?
He is old.
Is he mean and miserly?
To strangers, no. There are tales of his open-handedness, which are never quite without a motive. To take one story, for example, how he grew the taste of raw corn and pepper, but he wouldn't pay the price of snuff.
Allah!
You won!
The price of snuff has nothing to do with it.
You won! You won! You won!
By the hairs of my bed, I swear they slander me. This has nothing to do with it. Nothing at all. But I know the women, and I know they ruin our stars. So, suppose that as a child, only suppose that as a child, and remember, I am only using myself as an example to illustrate the plight of many men. So once again, suppose that as a child, I grew to laughter and fury with a good dose of pepper, and on growing old, I discovered that sooner than die away, my passions only bled itself upon each mouthful of ground corn and pepper I consume. Nothing, child, would it be seemingly at my age and the father of children? Is it not wise to invest in the dignified masquerade of a little snuff box? But remember, I am only using myself, being a fellow daily sufferer.
I still think you will win.
Now let us once again take up the question. Is the man good and kindly?
They say he uses well his dogs and horses.
Is he reckless then, fearless, to the bushcars run when they hear his beating? Hayi hula.
Their heads and tails hung in his council room, but the market is also full of them.
Is he not wise then? Is he sagely? To the young and old not seek his counsel?
The fox is said to be so wise, so cunning that he stalks a new hatch of chickens.
Does he not beget strength and wounds? Are his children not tall and stoutly?
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time? What do you mean, girl?
Just once upon a time. Perhaps of late his children have been plagued with shyness that they refuse to come into the world. Or sometimes he's just tired of the day's affair that at night he turns his buttocks to his wives. There have been no new cuts pulled, no new cuts set on. But his maids are for the wants of child naming festivities.
Perhaps he is a frugal man, mindful of years to come. He is planning for the final burst of life. He husbands his strength.
To husbands, his wife ought to be a man's first duties at all times.
My babe tells me that you have been a pupil, a most diligent pupil of Sadiku. Among all shameless women, the sharpest of tongues flows from that one peeling back, Sadiku. My faithful Lisa. No more. I have already lost the wrestler on that account, This tongue-bred daring of little girls awakens in me a seven-horned devil of strength. Let one woman speak an idle word, and I can clean a ringling. Bah! Go and see, the Templars should have come by now. Go and see if they have left fresh gold by the door. What can kill Templar down at the got over there? Soon our voices will be the stone, with the sand between two grinding stones. And see, my daughter, you do not know the thoughts which prompted that I had the pleasure to be your host this evening, But I would not tell Sadiku, meaning to give delight to the supplies of it. Can you guess a little at this thing?
Sadiku told me nothing.
You are hasty with denial. For how could Sadiku, since I told her nothing of my thoughts? Did she not perhaps invent something?
She said no more except the ballet begged my presence.
Beg. Ballet Baroka. Beg. I see you love to beat your elders. One way the world remains the same. The child still thinks she is wiser than the cotton head of it. Do you think Baroka blind or deaf to little signs? But let that pass. Let that pass, Only let's fall victims to the schemes of busy women. For I know Sadiku loves to play the matchmaker without the prompting. If I call on any name, or look on her, or call on her even in harmless neighborly well-wishing, I'll face your daughter. Is your sister recovered from your whooping cough? How fast your word approaches womanhood? As the village lads begun to gather at your door, if it concerns any woman, or if it shows that I am the faithful guardian of the village health, straight away, Sadiq flings herself into the role of a go-between, and I find yet another stranger in my bed.
It seems the valley's life is filled with great unhappiness.
I do not complain, my girl. I take the sweet and the sour with the ruler's grace. I only lose my patience when I meet with the new and strange immodesty with women. Now, Sidi, my daughter, you have not caught this disease, I hope.
Treading of my small. Does Baroka not know where the village do?
But with Sidi, the pride of mothers, will she always rear it?
Well, Sidi, the proud daughter of the world, will she step up naked?
To think that I once thought Sidi is bent, and her head is feather light, and filled with trivial thought. But now I find her deep, and wise beyond her years. Now this, do you know what this means? The trim red piece of paper in the corner.
I know it. Lakunle receives letters from Lagos marketing.
Lakunle. More about him later. But do you know what it means? The little frippery.
Is it not a tax on the habit of talking with people?
I see you put your hand into the school teacher's pocket and retrieving bulging with knowledge. Hey, now this, not even a school teacher can tell what magic this performs. Come nearer. It will not bite.
I've never seen the light.
The work, the child of the palace blacksmiths, built in full secrecy. All is not well with it, but I will find the cause, and soon Ilejule will boast his own tax on paper with the making of these stamps.
You mean this will work someday?
Ogun has said the word. Hey, for a long time now, I have dreamt of it. Child of my thoughts. And now my child. What think you of this image on the stamp? The spider work of iron, wood, and mortar.
Is it not a bridge?
It is a bridge, the longest, so they say. When not a bridge, you will find a print of groundnut stuck like pyramids, or cocoa trees or palm trees, farmers hacking pots, workmen felling trees and tying rocks into logs. 1,000 letters, by road, by sea, by air, and not one human head among them. Not one head of beauty on the stamp.
But the only receives letter from stamp with a head of bronze.
A figurehead, my child. A lifeless work of cloth with holes for eyes and coldness for lack of warmth. In youthful cheeks and love, life like yours, my daughter. Can you see it? Tens of thousands of these dainty prints, all with this legend of Sidi, the village goddess. Yeah, stretched against the sun. I love her. Can you see it, my daughter? I hope you do not find it great a burden to have the village mayor all in your comeliness. Our beginnings, of course, will be modest. We will begin by pulling stamps for our village alone. And the school teacher would always say, charity begins at home. For a long time now, the Tongolers have made up tales of the backwardness of Ilejunle, till it hurts Baroka, who holds his people safe at heart. Eh? Now if we do this thing, it will prove more than any village has done. And do not take products, only its nature, which makes all face and houses look the same. And the wish of an old man is that here and there, among the roads and the bridges, below the snail face of Shango, a dispenser of snake tongue lightning, between this moment and the bloom that is wielded in the years to come, we must leave virgin plots of life, rich with decay, remaining untroubled. But the spotted snake of sameness, mask or none, the sameness not revolting, my daughter.
Everything you say, Bobby, seems so wise to me.
I find my soul sensitive like yours. I find my soul sensitive like yours, although there is one. No more thinking. One generation between yours and mine. Our thoughts fly closely to the air and meet purified as one. And our first union shall be the making of this stamp. Your face will be the one redeeming grace on paper tags. And mine shall be the soul behind it all, worshipful of nature, of beauty, and the earth. Does this not please you, my daughter?
Yes. Perhaps the school teacher is right. I no longer, your words are like beetles just jumping in my head. Perhaps the school teacher is right. I do have a simple mind.
Not simple, Sidi. Only straight and truthful, like a fresh water reed. I find your school teacher and I are much alike. The old must go into the new. Does this not please you, my daughter? Yeah? Yes, Sidi. Does this not please you? Look at it. Your face shall be my soul, paper tax, the one redeeming place. Yeah. It is true. Though the Christian's holy book denies it, old wine does thrive best in new bottle. It is coarse and full-blooded. Is this not so, my daughter? Those who know little of Baroka think it's like one pleasure-living course. But the monkey sweats, my dear. The monkey sweats. It is only the hair upon his back that deceives the world.
know how. And why? Mock an old man, will you? So you can laugh. Ha ha! You wait. I'll come and see you whipped like a dog. Baroka's head wife. Beat like a dog. For plotting with a girl.
Coming.
I know he has dungeons. Secret halls where young girl will lie and rot forever. But not for nothing was I born a man. I shall risk my life for her. She little deserves it, but I shall find my way to rescue her. What is that? What is that?
If my guess is right, it will be romance. Somebody must have told them the news.
What news? Rock! You dare! Woman is no worse than her fault. He gives you children so faithfully by your head. He risks his life that you may boast the warrior hunter of your love. But you sell him to the rhyming, clothes the year disloyalty.
Have you any money?
Why? Give away witch. You try to pick pockets in your daughter.
Don't be a miser. Will you let them leave without giving you a special performance?
I care for their obscenity.
Come on, school teacher. They'll expect it of me. The man of learning. The young speaker of foreign wisdom. You must not demean yourself to them. You must give them money so they can perform for your lordship.
No doubt, and you're still just as slippery. I hope Baroque kills you for this when he finds out what your wagon tongue has done to you. I hope he beats you till you choke on your last breath.
Don't touch me!
What's the matter?
Get away from me!
Singing! Let me
Don't
just
touch me!
He must have beaten her! Did I not warn you both? Baroque is a creature of the wild. A two-tiered manual as devoid of grace. Chief though he is, I shall kill him for this. Better yet, I shall demand redress from the central courts. I'll make him spend the remainder of his wretched life in prison with hard labor. I'll teach him to be defenseless women.
Fools! Oh, fools! He lied to you, Sadiku. He lied!
Shango forbid!
He told me afterwards, crying, that he knew Sadiku could not keep it to herself. That I or other maids would go to mock his plan. And how he laughed. He called me a
fool. Oh, how I hate him and I long to kill him.
But see, did you escape? This is agony. Tell me the words and I'll take it like command. Why is your food before? Speak, Sidi. Speak before I burst into tears.
Sidi, are you a maid or not?
The Lord forbid it.
Too late for prayers. Cheer up, Dido. It happens to the best of us.
Oh, heaven, strike me dead! Earth open up and swallow the Kunle, for he no longer has the wish to live. Let the lightning fall and shrivel me to dust and ashes. That wish is cowardly. This trial is my own. Let Shango and his lightning keep out of this. Let it not be said that in the hour of need, the Kunle stood upon the scales and proved wanted. My love is selfless. The love of spirit, not of flesh. You see, Dee? Let us forget the past. This great misfortune touches not the treasury of my love. But it is only fair that we forget the bright I stole to it, since you can no longer be called a maid. If on these terms you'll be my cherished wife, we'll take a note between us. A secret or a dying place. No, a secret even after we're dead and gone. And if Baroka swears to tell a soul about this, I'll swear he's alive. And swear by Shango today.
You would marry me?
Yes.
What on earth has gotten into her?
I wish she knew. She took us to Sunday like a hunted buck. Yes, she's going home. Sadiq, will you go find out what she plans to do? And now I know I am the biggest fool that ever walked this earth. There are women to be found in all these parts, in every town and every village, and everyone a virgin. But I obey my voice. Man takes the fallen woman by the hand, and ever happily they live. Moreover, I will admit, it solves the problem of her bright price. A man must live or die by his true principles. And that I had sworn never to be.
She is packing her things. She is gathering her clothes and trinkets together. She is oiling herself as a bride would before her wedding.
Heaven help us! I'm not that impatient. Surely she can wait a day or two. Is the asking to be done? Then I have to hire a praise singer. And such a number of ceremonies must firstly be performed.
Just what I said. And she only looked at me and laughed and called me what is it now? A barbarian. It serves you right. This comes from your teaching. So I said to her, what about the asking and all the other ceremonies? And she looked at me and said, leave that to savages and barbarians.
I cannot dwell in haste. I cannot be a single man one day and a married one the next. It must come gradually. I must begin to like the thought of it. And what would my students think? How could I be married without asking their consent? What is that? The musicians? Could they have learned so soon?
News of a festivity travels fast. You ought to know that.
The goddess of malicious gossip herself must have had a hand in my undoing. The partial ears of all conspired to blow me willy-nilly down the slippery slope of grim matrimony. What evil have I done? Ah, here they come. Go back. No, you're not needed. Not now, not never. It's parasites. Go home. There's no one getting ready. Get you home.
For you. I tried to tear it up, but my fingers were too frail. Let us go. You may come to my wedding if you wish.
Well, I should think so, since I am to marry you.
Marry who? Did you really think that you and I... Why did you think that after him I could endure the touch of another man? I who have felt the strength, the perpetual youthful zest of the panther of the trees.
Sorry.
I shall not let you go. I shall protect you from yourself.
Out of my way, Proclamation. Do you see what strength he has given me? Not bad for a man of 60. At 60, you will be 10 years dead. In fact, you will not even survive the honeymoon. Come to my wedding if you will. If not, Mother of the Bride, your blessings.
I invoke the fertile grounds. May they stay with you. And in time soon to come, may you be as round belly as a full moon in a long sky.
Now bless my word. Come sing to me. Seeds of children of the lion's song.